Hi, I'm Genevieve Wood, senior contributor with the Foundry. We are here in New Orleans covering the Heritage Foundation Resource Bank, and we sat down with Governor Bobby Jindal to talk about a number of issues, including what he would want folks in the other 49 states to know about Louisiana, including what he would want them to know about Duck Dynasty. There's so many people here from 49 other states. This is a state policy conference. But what are folks who live in the other 49 states, what would you want them to know about Louisiana?
I think the most important thing for folks to know is that conservative principles work. You know, in D.C., we're so frustrated, especially with the Obama administration, and all the roadblocks they're putting up to economic growth. The good news is at the state level, not just in Louisiana, but in many of our states, we're showing that conservative ideas work in practice, not just in theory. So, for example, in Louisiana, we enacted the largest income tax cut in our state's history, got rid of a bunch of other anti-growth taxes, took a pledge not to raise taxes, have cut the state's budget by 26%, cut 28,000 state government jobs. We've reformed ethics, workforce training, our healthcare systems, expanded school choice, and the results are clear. Our economy has grown 50% faster than the national economy. We've got more people working now than ever before, at a higher income than ever before, more people living here than ever before. You look at all kinds of economic growth indicators. After 25 years of losing people to outmigration, 6 years in a row we've had people moving here. We've announced over 80,000 new jobs, over $50 billion in capital investment in terms of dollars and jobs coming into our state. And there's so many other ways to look at it, but the bottom line is that conservative ideas work. And I think that's really important because I know a lot of folks are discouraged when you look at what Obama's doing, the president's doing on health care, on taxes, on borrowing. He's doing the exact opposite of what we're doing at the state level, and unfortunately, we're paying the price for it.
You stood up earlier this year for Duck Dynasty in that program, but it's not the only show that's a big hit nationally. There's also something called True Detective that's out there that's filmed here in Louisiana. Is New Orleans, Louisiana going to become the next Hollywood?
Well, you know what's amazing? Last year we had more, there's a study showing that we had more major movies filmed here than out in Los Angeles. We are the third best state after California and New York in terms of total entertainment, the film productions that's done here. At one point, I think we had over $1 billion in work here, setting all kinds of records. I think that's a great thing. We're attracting a lot of folks. It's good for the economy. It creates opportunities. I did stand up for Duck Dynasty. Let me say, we don't watch a lot of TV in our house. We don't. We got young kids at home. A couple of reasons that I stood up for the Robertson family. Yeah, they're friends, and I've known them before they were on TV. It's a show my kids like, and as a parent, I love the fact they can watch this show and you're not worried about the language or the images. It's a safe show for them to watch, and there are not many of those on TV anymore. But I also stood up because I thought, whether people liked what Phil had to say or not, he had a right to say it. And I just think that, it's a bad thing in our country when people aren't willing to stand up for the right of other people to speak up, whether you like them or agree with them or not. Now, I happen to know the family and like the family, but not everybody has that experience. But yeah, I think Louisiana's becoming a great place to make movies. The neat thing is now we've got one of the fastest growing IT sector. The big thing, and I got young boys that can attest to this, and a girl as well, it's not just movies, it's these video games, these digital media games. We have a number of companies creating good paying jobs down here in Louisiana, following after the movie industry. So in the old days, it used to be the big Hollywood blockbusters, and those are still being filmed down here, but now it's also the games that are being developed down here, and those are sometimes even better paying jobs.